Hey guys, today's video is just gonna be a quick story time because I started a new job and I've been trying to edit this other video and film some other stuff and I'm tired. But story time. So I started this job at an adult store and I have my first day and then I have a day off. And then I had another day off, and I got an email asking me to work on the show Shameless for my second day off. And I was like, oh yeah, I got all my cleaning done the first day. I was tired, but I was like, it's fine. I'll go. I really wanted to do this show again. It was literally the first show I've ever worked on. So I was like, yeah, love to do it. So I told him yeah, and then I went and I filmed all day. I got there about 8. We didn't get off until 7:30 at night. It was great. We did a lot of different scenes for different episodes. I got to work with Lip, which is actually, his name is Jeremy Allen White. Yes, I know his real name. Leave me alone. But he was the one person that I really wanted to work with, and I was, like, really excited. It was, like, literally inches away from this guy. And, like, I've never filmed a show that, so many spectators were there, and they were all around our set, because, you film on the streets of Chicago. We're on the south side. Tons of people. And there are all these screaming girls just freaking out, because they're like, oh my god, Lip! And I'm standing right next to him, doing the same thing on the inside, trying so hard to, like, not freak out on the outside. I'm like, I need to be a professional, I need to be nice, and act like it's not a big deal, while on the inside I'm going, oh my god, guys, it's Lip, oh my god, he's looking at me, he talked to me. So yeah, this one's like, acting on TV shows, but that's not the point of this story. So, fast forward, driving home, I have had the gas light on since before I got to the first set. We had to drive to multiple different locations to film. So I had no gas already. So I'm freaking out trying to drive home from Chicago, which is quite a drive, right? I'm driving down the highway, and there's this car in the middle lane with its hazards on, just stopped. So I realized, okay, we gotta switch lanes. I have really bad anxiety. I don't like driving on the highway. I don't like changing lanes unless absolutely necessary. So I'm kind of freaking out. I'm like, okay, I gotta change lanes. And I go to look behind me, and I realize the guy directly behind me has already started switching over to the next lane, and he, like, stuck his front end out, right? And he's letting me in. So I wave, and I go and I get my car into the lane over, right lane. So then, because this is a 4-lane highway, so this is the car. So, wait, this is left, this is right. This is where the car is with its hazards on, right? I'm changing lanes to this one. Me and the guy behind me are in that lane. Somebody comes from this lane and hits the back of my car. So I go to pull over to the side of the highway, which is literally my #1 biggest fear. Terrified of pulling over on the highway. So I go to pull over, and there's already 5 cars on the shoulder from an accident. Cars are destroyed. And I realize that my car is running fine, nothing's hanging off. So I go speed up so that I can get off on the first exit, because I was going to call the cops. I wanted to get off the highway. I was freaking out. I'm like, holy shit, someone just hit me. Holy shit, I'm not stopping. I need to get off the highway before I call the cops. So I'm freaking the fuck out, right? Little did I know, the next stop was on the left. It's one of those weird ones where it's on the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side. So I'm over here on the right. I realize that, and I pull over directly parallel with the ramp, right? So I pull over, and somebody else pulls over behind me and is screaming out their window, telling me to call the cops, and I shouldn't have hit and run. And I was like, whoa, fuck. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, am I going to get arrested for a hit and run? I'm like, oh my God. And so I call the cops, and I'm like, hey, I just got in an accident. I drove a little ways away from the wreck. I was trying to get off the highway before I called you guys. Trying to get off the highway before I called you guys. I'm not sure what happened to the car that hit me. Here's my information. If a cop can come out and talk to me, that'd be phenomenal. I don't know what happened. I can't look at my car because I was up against the wall and the highway. I had no space to look. So they said, oh yeah, somebody just called your car in as a hit and run. I'm like, oh, phenomenal. I'm like, I did not run. I'm still here. Still part of this. I'm here. Like, I will wait for a cop. So then I call my husband, and I'm like, hey, I have no gas. I have to sit in this car. It's hot. I can't get out. I have to pee. Help me. Can you bring some gas? And I'm freaking out. I'm like, am I going to get arrested for a hit and run? Oh my God, what's going on? And I'm sitting there and freaking out. Finally, the car that had pulled up behind me leaves. Like, they apparently said I was a hit and run, and they were waiting to see if a cop came, but we had been waiting about an hour, and they finally left. So they left. Then my husband comes. He is able to get to the side of my car and look at the back, and it's dark by now. In order for him to get to where I was, because my exit that I had just missed, it was where I got hit was by an exit, and then I went to the next one. So they had gone by and had seen nobody. There were no cars pulled over to the side. There were no cops. There was nothing. So then he checks my car, and there's no damage. Like, what? So then, he told me to call the cops again. So I called the cops. By that time, it had been about 2.5 hours. So I called the cops again, and I'm like, hey, I called earlier about this. There's no damage. I don't know where that other car went. Did anybody come talk to them to get a report or something? And they said that car had actually fucking hit me and ran. I was not the runner. They ran. And they said, do you want to wait for a cop to come out and write a report? And I said, hell fucking no. I have to pee. There's no damage. If they're gone, I don't give a shit. I'm done. And, so I went home. And that's my story. But the best part of it is my left front turn signal, didn't work all the time. But because my car got hit, it works now. So, woo! Let's take the wins when we can. My neck hurts, so. But, yeah. Hopefully I can get a video, an actual video, edited and filmed for next week. I appreciate all of you, hanging out. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm not used to regular work. I'm used to just taking care of kids, and I can sit when I do that. But, yeah. Like, subscribe, share. I don't know.